innovation managed at Tate Lyle? I'm here with Karen du Plessis at Future Food Tech in London to find out.
So we have a hybrid model at Tate Lyle. So I'm dedicated completely to open innovation, and what I'm often doing is just helping to facilitate how can we collaborate with the external market, because there's so much talent outside of Tate Lyle as well. How can we collaborate to really, speed up innovation and to get really innovative new solutions to customers a lot quicker?
How do collaborations typically come about? Is it from those people within your business who are closest to the market, keeping their ears and eyes open? Is it from you proactively going out and doing scouting, or is it from inbound? Where do these best collaborations typically come about?
It's all of the above.
Yeah.
So it's very much coming to events like FFT, having an opportunity to really have conversations with startups who want to engage with us, and that's also true for our platform. So where we've got our colleagues in sweetening and sugar reduction, they will have great contacts out in the market who they connecting with on a regular basis. They also closer to the market in terms of following trends, what's up and coming, meeting people at trade shows. So really it could be a combination of factors. And then another area obviously is this year we've become corporate partners of MassChallenge. So MassChallenge is an accelerator program. It's a global program, but we're more involved in the Swiss program, which is focused around food and beverage, but also supporting the growth of the UK platform. And that's only in its third year, whereas the Swiss program is much more developed in its 10th year. So the great thing about MassChallenge is they're independent, they don't take equity, and they have developed a program to really support startups. What are those skills that are going to really help them to be more successful? And then together with that and the ecosystem of corporate partners, we also support alongside, and there's also a whole program of mentors that they bring to partner with the startups to help them with their specific challenges or things that they're needing to navigate. We've got more of a focus currently on opportunities that are not too far off commercializing, but it has to be balanced, the whole portfolio, because we also want to be focused on one of those breakthrough innovations, starting to develop some relationships with those startups as they developing, sometimes just providing a bit of support around common use name, regulatory guidance, so starting to work with them, and through programs like MassChallenge, that's a real opportunity to help to collaborate, but also build that understanding of the potential of their ingredient or process, because we're also looking at processes that can improve the sustainability and affect efficiency of our existing processes as well.
How do you kind of structure deals with startups so you can create a win-win?
I think it's really about understanding the objectives of both parties. We don't have a one-size-fits-all. I think it's about thinking about what's the commercial opportunity, what can we provide as a corporate partner, where is the startup in their journey, what are their key milestones and funding requirements, because I think it's key to look at what's important to both parties and then to really be smart in terms of structuring that collaboration that meets the objectives. But I think today it's really important to have something which is not necessarily a huge, very risky sort of exclusive arrangement. I think increasingly we're seeing, how can we start collaborating? How can we do a joint development sprint, or do some sort of milestone-based development where it isn't all in and to the exclusion of all others.
Can you provide any examples of successful examples of external innovation in practice at Tate & Lyle?
Yes, so last year we've entered into 2 fantastic partnerships. One of those was with Manus Bio, and Manus Bio are producing a bioconverted Reb M, so stevia, and where we also produce Reb M, obviously, but one of the things that was a real need from customers was to have an America's sourced stevia. So we've collaborated with Manus Bio in order to provide that ingredient to the market, but also to look at what else can we do. There's a sort of joint development around, what other innovations can we bring to market, so there's potential for us to grow in that partnership as well. And then the second one is with BioHarvest. So BioHarvest is a biological synthesis platform, so it's about finding a way to have a more sustainable means of producing certain rare sugars, that's more of a kind of joint development approach.
How does open innovation connect to Tate & Lyle Ventures?
We've actually decided to step back from Tate & Lyle Ventures, and we've actually wound that down. One of the things we've found is it's really challenging sometimes to take an equity stake, because within Tate & Lyle we don't have a portfolio management team that will help to manage all of our equity investments. And I think also it creates a conflict sometimes, because what's best for the startup and what's best for the for the corporate partner often diverge, and then you've got a situation where there's no longer strategic alignment.
Yes.
So I think we're leaning more towards a model where collaboration around the commercial opportunity works a lot more successfully, because I think if the objectives change, you can move on to do different things. I think there's a perception sometimes that corporates are very bureaucratic and very slow, and one of the things I've found that's important to this role is really to help to translate and to enable startups to better understand what's happening and what processes we go through as a corporate, because those are born out of a lot of experience and knowledge in terms of what proprietary work needs to go in before commercial launch. So really
expectations management exercise.
Exactly. So and then also helping our organization to better understand the challenges of the startup as well, because I think it's that better understanding of each other's position that helps for the collaboration to be way more successful. So I think one of the things that has been a key takeaway about where collaborations haven't worked as successfully is to really think about the work plan, who's going to be doing what, and better understanding the balance of roles and responsibility through that collaboration work, and to really kind of think about what are some of the key milestones along the way. Because I think to break it down in that regard, I think it's helping the startup to understand what's expected of them, as well as our teams, and making sure resource planning is going in so that there's as smooth a collaboration as can be.
Are you always looking within the kind of parameters of your own business as it exists today, challenges around sweetening or fibres or whatever, or could you use this to take you into new territory?
Oh, absolutely, into new territories, because I think one of the beauties of being able to be out in the market to scout is to sometimes open the field of possibility, especially where we're looking at some of our customers' challenges around complex reformulations, especially given the need to try and reduce high fat, salt, and sugar. For us, we're always looking at, what else could we potentially be doing through collaboration to really augment what, our portfolio today.